Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to our Achievements Hunter run, where I'm trying and planning to complete all of EU4 achievements before EU5 is out. Today I'm gonna go for a bit harder achievement, which requires me to form Inca and complete the whole Inca mission tree from the new DLC. It's not gonna be an easy campaign. I chose Cusco for this with the goal of forming Inca in like a decade or so, getting color-free forms in a few decades, and then obviously waiting for the old world guys to embrace institutions and reform our religion. It's gonna be big fun, 2 episodes campaign. Let's get it started. Cusco starts with a really nice mission tree that is gonna allow us to unite the whole region and form Incas, which is actually not that hard if you wanted to do it really fast. We just need to expand a bit south and mainly north. So that's probably doable in less than 10 years. But by forming Inca, we're just conquering everything to also go through our mission tree. First of all, let's go and pick rivals, which is gonna be Kolla as well as Wanka. Nothing special in these states, PowerPoint, stuff like reduced diplomats, manpower, a general supremacy of the crown, 1 person's prestige tax, but merchant guilds also have a high attitude adaptation, which is giving extra 15% dev costs in hills, mountains and highlands, but it's also reducing the development cost penalty in this free by 50%. And through a mission tree, you'll be able to boost that privilege, so just go ahead and take it. Seasland, take a diet. This is actually interesting because we have to dev mill to get the mission, so it's actually not that good yet. Okay, I'll dev it a bit later, but I'm not a big fan of it. Not take anything here, take the general. Not bad, but our ruler general has 2 of siege. Now, to get this first mission, I need to build some troops. So let me go ahead and build a free company. But also you see that this requires me to dev a Bankai and manpower twice. So I'll just go ahead already, encourage development, dev it once, and we'll have to save money for the deving twice. We have a really good ruler and even better heir, and for the mission tree we'll be able to boost our ruler. So let's just go ahead and take for now a bit of tax, trade efficiency, nothing for quality here. Let's for now try looking for someone better. With mercs done, this mission gives me plenty of claims, but also power points. And you see, if we form Inca before 1480 and Abanca is owned by Cusco and Machu Picchu isn't at least significant, it will immediately be upgraded to significant. So if you take a look at Machu Picchu, you see that's the next level. On top of 5% idea cost, I'm gonna get another 5% and also reform progress growth. So that's great. Let's pick it. That allows me to dev this one more time and get the recruit the Chanka mission, which is special mercs that I'll probably get over monthly that do not count towards the force limit. So you see right now I'm 1 over my force limit, and with these guys I will be 5 over the force limit, but I will not pay anything extra for this 4 that I'm recruiting. These are our claims, so let's take a look at the alliances. These guys are allied. These 2 guys allied each other, but Wanka also allied Chimu on top of that. That's pretty big. That's why I think we'll go ahead and attack Kolla. Let's go for a conquest of Makaya. So first army will stay there while I'll be preparing to go after Kolla. Already preparing for the next war after this one. I'm gonna start building up spine from Pacayes as well as Huila, or how it is pronounced. And Abankai actually already gives me a decision between this and stability. Let me get the stability. So you see, this mission gave me a decision that is called Venture on Tribal Lands, which for 50 ducats, if I get rid of the natives here, I have to kill them, I'll be able to start colonizing these lands. 50 ducats is just still a bit too much for us. I'll wait for getting money from these guys first. But it doesn't mean I cannot kill natives already. For killing this button a bit later. Conquer process from Wanka is going to be defeat the Wanka mission, which is plenty of perma claims, and now depending on my national focus I can get co-creation cost, siege ability or discipline. Let me focus admin and get thanks to this co-creation cost. Pacayes do not have an ally, so let me just immediately... And they just declared on Kolla as well. Well, you're gonna regret that. Let me quickly deal with them. Now, taking provinces on Kola should be enough money to click the decision we just discussed. So I'm colonizing Nazca now. And taking provinces from these boys is another mission, which is giving me perma claims on these boys. But also additional diplo skill for the ruler. And at the end of the game, some tax and force limit, as well as event Triumph over Kola, which is either accepting the culture or authority. And I don't think why anyone would take culture, because this is all one culture group. So I'm gonna accept this culture once I become Inca and Empire. But yeah, rule of the sun required me to have a bit more of authority and troops. In exchange, I'm gonna lose war exhaustion and gain tax and empower the True Faith provinces for the next 30 years. Now, as told you, if I wanted to form Inca ASAP, I would just go for these provinces. But I want to clear South since I'm already here. They hate each other. They do not ally each other. So this should be really free wars to just take them down one by one. Favorable answer from the Huatuk and Hamurpa, and I think these are the gods. It's another stability, which is gonna be of super use, because when you take a reform, you lose, I don't think it's mentioned here, I think you lose 2 or 3 stability, I think it's 2. We'll see in a second, once I get to 100. So Incas get authority from 2 main sources, just being 4 main sources. Being big, so the more death you have, the more you're getting of it every year, but it's, you see, it's very little. Missions, which was my main source so far. Events, which also happen from time to time. And something that many of players forget about, reducing autonomy. So that once I call the provinces and state them, I'll be able to start getting authority from reducing the autonomy. Taking provinces from Patayes is again money that I can go ahead and use to colonize Kamana. That's what I'm talking about. Construction of the temple is I'm gonna get a temple building, lose a bit of ducats, but gain also 5 imperial authority on top of that. Imperial, just authority. I think I will go ahead and take a loan. Oh, I didn't kill the natives here. Yeah, I wanted to start colonizing, but we'll do that in a second. Conquering another provinces here is Seize Southern Fringes, which is, see, I just need 7 provinces around here. That's another authority, a bit of ducats, and I'll be able to colonize even more of the lands. Just take a look, I'll be able to colonize these boys. Let me actually repay my 1% loans and retake them, because the size increased a lot. And thanks to this, I'll just, reorganize the loans a bit and get rid of all non-1% loans, which is totally fine. Guys, and a quick shout out, if you're enjoying this content and you'd like to get notified about the next videos from this and other series, remember that you can subscribe to the channel, and I do recommend to do that, because I know that over half of you are not subscribing yet. Yeah, so see, we conquered whole South by 1448. It's okay, could be faster. Now, my dear friends, ideally we should get Humli, Travel and Huila, but I just want to clear the borders ASAP. It's fine, we're gonna get 1 bonus from developed nation, 1 from a big, large city, and I'll also get 1 from the trade centers. Now let's just take a look. Yes, I'll be concentrating wherever it is possible, just to get our capital more developed. You see, it's already at 18. We'll need to get it to 30 a bit later. Now, how about stating? We'll be able to state these boys and these boys. Just follow it up with fully stating. Take a monthly, and this one. 62, you don't see it, but it's 62 authority. Reduce. 67 from this one province. This is 72, and this I need to reoccupy. Nations are actually joining my coalition, but it's just these 3 guys that can join it. So how about I simply go ahead and attack Huila, take Cajamarca as co-belligerent. I just siege down Cajamarca, which is a mountain. I could attack them on the mountains, but you see, instead we just debated them. And once these guys will be movement locked, this scored, they have no way of running away from this. This is almost surely a wipe. Let me just make sure to, yes, shift consolidate. Oh yeah, it might not be a wipe, even though it's a minus this wipe. Can I catch these guys? 21st, I'll be slightly late. Let's try catching them in Kyoto. Oh, I don't need to. I'll just wipe them in Wankapamba. Now this will be actually fun because all of these three guys are allied to each other. But Ichma is... yes. The alliances. I have to choose wisely because, you know, I don't want to overextend with a war. Think I will attack Ichma. Or no, Ichma is too small. I have to attack the biggest. Probably just attack Quito and deal with all of them. I'll have to play it smart. Because first I can conquer Cajamarca, which is a Diplo skill for my ruler, also army tradition, and a general with additional shock. This 2-1-1-1. Let's just make sure to increase the authority to 75. Can increase this. That's 80. That's 85. That's 90. Let's go and state this, and this, boys. And fully color. Now we need a month tick. And you see this will be 95. So 5 for each. And this is 100. So I'm gonna go ahead and click my first reform. And I'll probably just go for the cooperation cost to finish the rest of the countries. We did lose 2 stability and 100 authority. There's also a bit of rebels to deal with, which is fine. I will actually just cancel all of the scoring and restart it because with cooperation cost it's gonna be even cheaper. But now look, with decreasing autonomy of the other provinces, I'll go from 0 to 40 immediately. I want to colonize provinces ASAP. I'll just take a loan and start colonization of these boys already. Let me also go ahead and replace a free company that is running out of manpower with... I could do a new free company, but instead I'm gonna take Grand Company for this big war here. The alliance is also broke. Let's see, Quito and Ichma are allied to each other, and these 2 guys are also allied to each other. These 2 boys have a level 3 force, so it's gonna take some time. And so does Lima, I think. No, just these 2 guys. So I'm gonna start with the hardest ones. Since this is only 1.6 thousand defenders and I breach walls, I see nothing against about doing this. Just so we conquer these boys a bit faster. Even though I have this crazy spy tower on Chimu, it's still hard to siege them down with all of these defensive modifiers. Conquest of Lima allows me to get another Diplo skill for our ruler, but also Lima gets their tax building upgraded and autonomy decreased. So I don't want to take it. We don't want to take it. First I decrease the autonomy in Lima manually, even I click this mission. I would have united Inca in 10 years, but this siege is just... it's taking already 3 years. But we're close to finish it. And I'm stuck at this 35% forever. Okay, this worked. Now we are done. Let's take all of these provinces with money. And I think I could concentrate. Not anymore with concentrate, I think it was possible. Let's core these provinces. And now to form Inca, we just have to core Quito, which is ongoing. All this gives me, well, first of all, maybe Lima. And then more autonomy. Let's see. So it's 20 power projection, mill points, and the choice between cheaper tax but higher stability cost, which we don't really want, right? Because stab cost is needed because we're losing stability each time we reform. Or Chimor area, reduced autonomy. But it still won't make it 0. That's fine. I'll still get authority for decreasing this. Take over Quito is under admin skill and allows me to colonize even more of the provinces. And to be exact, just this, maybe more, and then this on the north, yes. And yeah, the Oracle is Diplo skill for our ruler, autonomy, tax there, as well as the tax building. So our income is gonna keep growing. Now let's state this, and the autonomy will be here probably at 0 because these are colonies. Colonizing this province is seize the Chinca, which is some of power points and ability to colonize these boys now. You know what? I think there was a mission for higher crownlands, so I'm not gonna sell titles. I just instead actually go ahead and seize land. And this is also the moment to go ahead and form Inca. 1456, not bad, and that unlocks us a lot of new missions. Let's start with promote to Nicemi, which is just good mana generation. My rule is 666 by this point, which gives me stability, adding points, trade efficiency, and reform progress growth. Renovate Cusco, which is developing our capital to 20. I was just concentrating dev. Gives me yearly tax income there, local manpower, lower gav capacity cost, and a level 3 stab cost modifier guy. Let's just go ahead and recruit him. Expanding to jungle is promote culture cost, infantry fire, mill points. So I could ideally use that infantry fire to deal with the Europeans, but I'll not need it. I'll just click it already for the colonist, as I'll be also going after this, but oh yeah, barracks is gonna take time to be created. I'm just gonna invest a bit of money into colonization hard to get all of this started. I do know I have a mission to not have many loans, but it's fine. I want to scale first, so I'm actually gonna get even better results from this mission. Now, this, I can go ahead and take my second reform, which is gonna be an additional colonist. And so I'm gonna go north towards Aztecs. We just go for the global settlers increase here. And this is what I like, excellent minister. Stability that will be of use for the next reform. And we have to state all these provinces fast because their autonomy, I feel like it's gonna drop. Oh no, it's fine. But this is a lot of authority. The issue is I won't be really able to decrease much more, but we're already at 68 and 4.5 yearly is being increased. I'm just building spy network on Muisca already to go north. You know what, I will sell my titles after all, just to have enough money to colonize more of the lands and start repaying my loans. Okay guys, we're done. Everything is being colonized. Look at how many colonies at once I'm doing. This is just purely beautiful. See, Cusco is already at 26 development. And I even have a mission that requires me to dev mountains, hills and highlands 16 times. Just go ahead and dev it 1, 2, 4 times. And then I'll go ahead and just develop a bit of gold mines. Just right now it will not give me much, but long term we'll be preparing. I'll just dev this to get rid of devastation. Long term we'll be preparing for an insane income from the gold mines. But you know what? Let's also use some mana to just get rid of devastation. These are unfortunately not gold mines, but this is good enough. Okay, let's just change map modes. No devastation except newly conquered provinces, and 27 dev clicks was required. That gives us a bonus to Hal Attitude Adaptation Privilege. That is increasing the penalty reduction to 100%, and I'm gonna get 20% towards prosperity in all of the provinces with mountains, highlands, and hills terrain. We just prosper in these two states immediately, and we'll be scaling our income a lot. Let's take a look also at our great projects in the region. You see that Machu Picchu already gives us reform progress and idea cost. Tiwanaku will give us missionary strength, yearly authority, and religious unity. Potosi is boosting the gold mine. Chan Chan Citadel is already garrison growth and yearly authority, and will be even bigger. While Quito is gonna give us trade efficiency, reinforcement, and the other modifiers. Our 666 really unfortunately died. It's pretty early, but still 536 is not bad. I'm not gonna burn that. It is totally alright. We're gonna lose a bit of crownland. That's also not a big of a problem. There's third religious reform, 1462. I'm gonna take manpower recovery speed this time. Let me boost stability right away to at least 0 to not lose prosperity, and I'll boost it to 1 as soon as I core the provinces. Let's sell titles again, which allows me to repay almost all of my loans, which is the mission collect Mita That gives me a choice. Barracks and manpower, money and a workshop, prestige, and authority. And that prestige is gonna be converted into PowerPoint, just you see here. 47 authority. First bonus I'm gonna take here is colony development boost, because all of these colonies are gonna receive it. So that's a lot of additional development you're gonna get. New Earth's complete piece of trash that we just disinherit and look for someone better. And let me cancel this colony. I mean, cancel colonies, but keep the colony and start colonizing the Magangue because there's a nation bordering it. Okay, guys, all of the colonies from the decision are done. We had 462 of development, 40 income, 60 hit force limit, 49,000 maximum power. That's also a mission here down the Altiplano, which is giving us a settler chance, and actually takes a bit of crownland from the estates. With all of the development, my authority is changing 9.2 a year. 262 is not an error that I'm expecting. Bye-bye. Since this guy is 50% cheaper, let's get him level 2 already. Let's also speed up this colonization with a privilege for merchant guilds for another settler chance and settler increase. That also gives me a decision for additional colonial range. And actually with Explorer, can I explore as Inca? No, cogs cannot do that. This is additional global settlements increase. Let's take it from the next Diplotech. Tech 3 on the military is also useful because that will allow me to start drilling armies, and I have some missions for high army professionalism. 80 of authority, I can take a mission called the Solar Cult. These are the requirements, which is gonna give me 10 power projection, but also it was gonna help me much less to take a reform, because it only takes 80 of authority instead of 100 when you take a reform, and also only 1 stability instead of 2. Now with the money that I'm making, I'm gonna start growing trade centers, so we'll go towards the golden era. Tupac Amaru, 622. I'm really gonna spend all of my prestige on getting a good heir. The Haukas and the Royal Temple. So reform progress. National honors until the end of the game for the cost of stability. Sure. Reform number 4 is morale of armies. I'll be only left with 1 more reform to take, but already 20 outright by default. Of course, I also got a comet, so now I can boost it up to 0, but we want it to be at 1 to boost prosperity. I need 4 more development promises with gold. Just go ahead and put them with Diplo points. Oops. Now this gives me reduced inflation and also manufacture idols estate privilege for the Pankas, so the clergy. That is 0.05 monthly Inca authority, 0.5 yearly authority, 1 transfer to faith, and the cheaper advisor. Pankas, Panakas, Pankas, Panakas. Yeah. But you see that in exchange, we're gonna lose 40 goods per modifier and the promises of gold, which is now doesn't matter, but it will hurt later, so I think I'll pass. We're also missing 14 death clicks for this mission. I'm just gonna slowly develop with my Diplo points on the gold mines. Okay guys, I hit the ocean. Now we're waiting for the colonizers to come over here. I could start my golden year already, but there's no sense because there's no buildings I can build. We have to reform first. It's getting worse and worse. Tupac Amaru 102, and I have prestige to disinherit. Since it's a migratory tribe, I don't have to fully annex them. I'm just gonna take a promise, they're gonna move next by, and they will just continue doing that. Maybe I will get to some colonizers thanks to this. Since I developed my promises 50 times, I'm getting construction cost, national supply limit, and we're cutting. That supply limit is gonna be of use. Now I can have 18k stacks, all of them drilling. So now I'm getting 0.4, 0.6 yearly professionalism. Yes guys, this is the last reform I had to be done. We are only waiting right now for the colonizers to come over and get their ass clapped. Never lucky guys, never lucky. 1497, there's still no Europeans inside, that's why I'm going this way. I'm going this way, and I'm going this way to make sure that I meet someone. But in the meantime, I can take 5 on admin, which is first idea coup. And I'm gonna take something military, or should we go fully tall with infrastructure? Or maybe you want a colonies from exploration or expansion ideas. Well, actually it's gonna be fun to play around with expansion and exploration to get to the old world. But I can't explore yet anyway, because I don't have enough ships for that unlocked. So we could just also go for something military to prepare for fighting with the Europeans. I have a lot of quantity, force limit and manpower, and I will have a lot of money for mercs. That's why I'll start with quality ideas, which is gonna also help me with a bit of ship's quality. And you see, thanks to Machu Picchu and our traditions, I'm picking an idea for 320 mana. So I can take 1, 2, 3, 4 ideas at once. Thanks to a war with Guarani, I just found where Tapuia is, which, as you see here, is bordering Portugal. So that's super helpful, because now I can go ahead and ally Tapuia and ask them to share maps with me. This is just such a blessing. We know where to go to meet goddamn Portugal. I need maps of Brazil. Oh no, Portugal is nowhere close. We're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to colonize 5 provinces to border Portugal. Why they are so bad? Let's just also buy maps of La Plata from them. And maybe you could even try getting maps from here. On the other hand, if I get this province as a core, I'll be having core increments from Tapuia or Tupinambam. So I'll be able just to no CB them and get border with Portugal. Finally, guys, Portugal started colonizing Orinoco Delta. So just go ahead and send the colonies to Cumana. And that border of Portugal gave me Beyond the Known, which is what? If we have a good opinion of the colonizer, it's depot rep. If you're gonna have a war with them, it's gonna be shock damage and morale damage received. Yeah, let's do the war. I'm not gonna click that mission once we start the war. But now, obviously, to reform, I need them to finish this colony first. But it's going really fast because they're Portugal. We just got an outage of smallpox in a lot of important provinces, which gives all of these negative modifiers. Yeah, we can expect a couple of these kind of events now. Death of Atahualpa first. And I can actually choose a new ruler, actually. 663, that's really good, but I will too stubborn. I have 3, so it doesn't matter. And I have plenty of rebels across the place. Well, this is really good for us. We just have to turn on our fort. And get our troops to fight these battles. I think we should be totally fine. Our pretender is just 160, so we're surely killing these rebels. Combating the diseases, just because of this smallpox, thanks to my previous deving, is gonna give me stability and a privilege from merchant guilds, which is minus 10% death cost in primal culture, but a bit less of tax modifier. I think it is fine. I'm gonna, yeah, try getting it. Won't be easy. Well, anyway, punish the invaders. This is the requirement, which is big. It's gonna give me super for colonialism Cusco, a good general, and an event Fate of the Usurpers, which is either power projection and missionary strength at the end of the game. Until the end of the game, Gav capacity manpower in the accepted culture, or technology group changes to High American and units change to High American. Of course we'll go High American. You can see here what are the stats of this unit group. European epidemic, another smallpox, but it's just for 1 year, it's fine. Yes, there we go. So actually it was a race between this colony being finished and this province being cored from a conquest from Guarani, and we are finally bordering with a core province, an European, which allows me to reform the religion, which gives me 3 institutions, gives me colonialism, renaissance and feudalism. And now, first of all, I'll take 2 diplotechs because it gives me stealing technologies, right? So I have 54 spy network on Portugal. For example, on admin tech, that gives me 5% tech cost. On Miltech, that gives me 8% tech cost. On Diplotech, it gives me 2.7% tech cost. So let's start with taking this 2, this 3, this 4. I think I can just go and be pretty much up to date with the technology. I'm just a little bit behind in admin. Well, Europeans, brace yourself. As for here, I can reform my religion. So that's gonna change my tier 1 garage form to Andean Empire, which, as you see here, gives me access to Divine Idea Group, Inca Authority ability. It's also max effect of absolutism. But let's take a look at our Inca authority here. So authority is modified by stability, legitimacy, of course, the higher the better, tolerance of the true faith, power projection, prestige, skills of my ruler, average autonomy, so it has to be as low as possible, average unrest, and casualties dealt by any army with a monarch general also is helping increase that. Currently I'm gaining 0.75 authority a month, and at 100 the Inca authority is gonna give me monthly autonomy change, yearly absolutism, morale damage, cost of advisors with ruler's religion. And so I also have 3 buttons to click from that authority. One is alter the records, which gives me 10 Inca authority. Oh no, it's just buttons to increase the authority. But wait, I have 0? So why is it, it's like, it's probably between -100 and 100. Yeah. So I could spend some mana. I could spend stability. Or I could use mummified rulers to increase the cost, to increase the stats of my rule. That's pretty damn nice. Idols of our subjects. It's pretty much good unrest and being ahead of time in the Diplotech. It's giving us 5 years of separatist harsh treatment cost. Lose war exhaustion as well, doesn't matter. And here I need just Inca authority to be higher. And I'm gonna get a nice bonus from our Inca authority. I think now if we just go for a month, I should become a great power. Yes, I'm a great power number 4. 4 quarters together gives me gap capacity modifier and perma power projection. About power projection, can I rival anyone? Still not. This requires me to reach level 4 guarantee form, but can't I go through? No, I'm just at level 3. And here I'll go for the reform progress growth. How's my income now as well? It's 89 ducats. Also getting 40 from gold, but we're just getting started. Now we have to go and increase this Potosi monument. Anti-proselytization gives missionary strength. I don't need this. I don't need this. I can get right now an explorer. And a construction cost guy. My god, this is so much stuff to do. Change my unit types as well. And it's time to build some trade ships. Well, I'll build 3 here. Once I get the sailors. And 3 here, so I'm gonna start exploring with 2 of them at once. Oh, that's just 1 stability. For it's 3 stability I'm gonna get for it. You know what, that's a pretty damn good decision for us. So let me just go to Cusco. Just turn on the fort here and build them. And the rival, of course, Portugal. How about the second idea group? Should we go for the exploration? Just to easier get access to Europe. Because we want to do a sunset invasion, even though it's not really needed for the achievement. But I just don't, I want to get at least a province in Europe, just for you guys. Or we just go for expansion, colonize South America. That would be boring. Let's go for exploration. Portugal is allied to England and Spain, so I think I'd rather focus on attacking Portuguese colonial nations. And having this in mind, I'm just gonna go for the tech cost and admin power from this one. Which also gives me trading blood for guns. Which gives me... what? This will 10 random development among our provinces and double the chance of the scholar rule personality, which is technology cost. Symposium move towards... Yeah, I need to be ahead of time in admin tech and... Yeah, innovativeness might be an issue. Why would you require innovativeness? Anyway, I don't need these missions for the achievement, but I want to go through some of them. And transport heavy ships also is gonna take time. Now I can sell titles for the ducats. Let's go ahead and do so. And invest that ducats into Potosi improvement. Which is gonna speed up with a bit of manpower. We're getting more buildings into our capital, which already was developed. I can get a lot of modifiers to this for all of these bonuses. And strengthen the city expansion privilege to remove absolutist penalty. Okay guys, I think this is gonna be it. Oh no, not it. Let's make sure to improve Potosi first. If Potosi improved, it's giving me 12 gold income. So we are at 113 already. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna finish it. We still have almost half of the mission tree to be done, which I'm gonna do in the second episode of this mini series. So the goal for this second episode is gonna be getting these missions, invade Europe, and ideally also get most of the stuff in South America, maybe a bit of Mexico, just to embrace a bit higher of gold income. For today guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy my Achievement Hunter series, remember to leave a like on this video. Of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future content. Bye bye!